Before the trigger, Yigal Amir, Israel. Yigal Amir is remembered for a single moment, but that moment didn't begin in Tel Aviv. Long before the year of 1995, Yigal Amir was shaped by a deeply divided political environment. Israel was navigating one of the most complex periods in its history as efforts toward peace with the Palestinians began to take form. The Oslo Accords, signed in the early 1990s, represented a shift, an attempt to resolve long-standing conflict through negotiation rather than continued confrontation. For many, it was a step toward stability. For others, it was seen as a dangerous compromise. Amir was a law student and a devoutly religious individual who became increasingly opposed to the direction the country was taking. His beliefs were not passive. They were studied, reinforced, and justified within a framework that convinced him his actions could be necessary. At the center of that conflict was Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. Rabin had moved from a military background into a leadership role focused on negotiation and peace. His support of the Oslo Accords made him a symbol of that shift, one that drew both support and intense opposition. For Amir, Rabin's actions were not political decisions. They were seen as a threat. Over time, that perception hardened. Amir came to believe that stopping Rabin was not only justified, but required. On November 4, 1995, in Tel Aviv, Rabin attended a peace rally. It was an event meant to promote unity and reinforce support for the peace process. As Rabin left the stage and walked through the crowd, Amir approached him from behind and fired. Rabin was critically wounded and died shortly after. The impact was immediate. A nation already divided was forced to confront the reality of internal conflict at its most extreme. The assassination did not just end a life, it altered the trajectory of a political process that was already fragile. Amir was arrested at the scene. He did not deny his actions. Instead, he explained them as necessary, rooted in his interpretation of religious and national duty. He was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. What defines this story is not only the act, but the intensity of belief behind it. A belief that transformed political opposition into irreversible action. This is Burden of History with Dr. Rose, where we don't just tell stories, we examine the weight they leave behind.